Solving quadratic equations by factorization. We'll see how to solve a general quadratic equation using factorization method. Ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0 is a general quadratic equation. Suppose you have equation of the form x squared plus 7x plus 6 equals 0. Solving it by factorization means we need to express this trinomial as product of two binomial terms. We need to get this form out of the given trinomial. To see this, first of all, if we look at these two equations, the value of a is 1, the value of b is 7, the value of c is 6. The first step for that is take the product of first and last term. Product of first and last term, that is a times c generally, is 1 times 6 in this case, that is 6. So the first step is take the product of first and last term. Second step is express the factors or factorize this product. Factorize this product as 6. If you look at the factors of 6, so 1 is 6 times 1 is 6, 2 times 3 is 6. These factors should be such that their sum or difference, either their sum or difference, should give the middle term. So if I look at 6 and 1, 6 plus 1 is 7, which solves the given purpose. So 6 and 1 are the required factors. So I can express this as x squared plus the 7x can be expressed as 6x plus x plus 6 equals 0. Then I take the two terms because I want to factor them in the form of two terms. In the first two terms, you have x is common, you have x plus 6 as the leftover. In these two terms, you have 1 common and you have x plus 6. Among these two terms, you have x plus 6, and in the remaining, in the next bracket, you will have x plus 1. Now x squared plus 7x plus 6 equal to 0 has been converted to x plus 6 times x plus 1 equals 0. To calculate the values of x, if the product of these two terms is 0, it means either x plus 6 is 0 or x plus 1 is 0. So if x plus 6 is 0, x equals, because 6 is positive, you take it on the other side, it becomes negative 6. Here also 1 is positive, on the other side of equal to, it becomes minus 1. X equal to minus 6 and x equal to minus 1 are the values of x for the given equation, or these are also called the zeros of quadratic equation. These are called zeros of quadratic equation. So if we summarize the steps required for finding the zeros or solving the quadratic equation. Solving the quadratic equation simply means finding the zeros or x-intercepts for the given quadratic equation. So the first step is take the product of first and last term. Take product of first and last term. Take the product of first and last term. Second step is then factorize the product. Factorize the product. Factorize the product in such a form such that their sum or difference, their sum of difference should give the middle term, should give you b, should give middle term. Take the product of first and last term and then factorize the product such that their sum or difference should give the middle term. This is how we solve the questions based on factorization. We'll take some more examples now. Suppose you have the next example as x squared minus 16x plus 48 equals 0. Take the product of first and last term. 1 times 48 is 48. Now we will factorize this 48 because the product of first and last term both are positive and the middle term is negative. So we will see which all factors are possible for us. First, 48 can be written as, say, 16 times 3 equals 48. If I see 16 plus 3 is 19, 16 minus 3 gives you 13. So this possibility is ruled out. Now the next possibility of getting 48 is 12 times 4 is 48. 12 minus 4 is 8. 12 plus 4 is 16. 12 plus 4 gives you 16. So this 12 plus 4 solves your purpose. 12 plus 4 solves your purpose. So this 12 plus 4 is the required factors for the given problem. So if you look at this term, you have x squared minus 16 can be expressed as 12x minus 4x plus 48 equals 0. Now combine it into two terms. X is common in both of them, x minus 12 minus 4 is common in both of them, x minus 12 equals 0. X minus 12 is common in both of them, x minus 4 is the left term equals 0. Now product of these two terms is 0. It means either x minus 12 is 0 or x minus 4 is 0. When x minus 12 is 0, this gives you x equals 12. When x minus 4 equals 0, this gives you x equals 4. This is how you obtain the values of the given quadratic equation. If I consider the next equation, say you have equation of the form, say x squared minus 1 equals 0. You already know that a squared minus b squared equals a minus b times a plus b. So x squared minus 1 can be factorized as x minus 1 times x plus 1. So even if the middle term is not there, it is still a quadratic equation. If a or the term of x squared is not there, it is no more a quadratic equation. Even if a is missing, this is not a quadratic equation. If b is missing, it is still a quadratic equation. If c is missing, it is still a quadratic equation. We'll see an example when c is missing. You have an equation of the form, say x squared plus 3x equals 0. We are comparing it with the general formula ax squared bx plus c equals 0. C is not there. C is missing. Even if c is missing, it's okay. Even if b is missing, it's okay. If a is missing, it's no more a quadratic equation. For solving such equations, you have x common there. So x plus 3 is the leftover. Product of these two terms is 0. It means either x is 0 or x plus 3 is 0. If x is 0, it's fine. If x plus 3 is 0, x is minus 3. So x equals 0 or minus 3 are the values or the zeros of the given quadratic equation, or these are the answer for the given quadratic equation. Let's see one more example based on this. Suppose you have 6x squared plus x minus 2 equals 0. If I factorize this, product of first and last term is 12. Now if I look at this 12, product of first and last term, one is positive, one is negative. So the product itself is negative. Because the product is negative, the factors of minus 12 is, first, because it is 6 times 2, these are the factors. One of them has to be negative. So either minus 6 times 2 or 2 times minus 2 times 6. If I look at them, minus 6 plus 2 gives me minus 4. Minus 2 plus 6 gives me 4. So it doesn't solve the given purpose. So I'll see for the another option. 12 can also be expressed as 4 times 3. Minus 4 times 3. So either minus 4 times 3 or 4 times minus 3 gives you minus 12. If I add both of them, I get minus 1 here. If I add both of them, I get plus 1 over here. My purpose is to get plus 1. So this is the one which satisfies my purpose. So I will express this plus x as 4x minus 3. So 6x squared plus x can be expressed as 4x minus 3x minus 2 equals 0. Then I'll make the pair of two terms. Among these two terms, I have took 2x as common. I'm left with 3x here, plus 2x is already out, so you have 2 over here. Minus 1 is common, so you have 3x plus 2 over here. Because you have brought minus outside, you are left with only plus sign here. Among these two terms, you have 3x plus 2 as common. In the other bracket, you have 2x minus 1 equals 0. Product of these two terms is 0. So either 3x plus 2 is 0. If 3x plus 2 is 0, 3x equals minus 2 and x equals minus 2 by 3. If you have 2x minus 1 equals 0, so 2x equals 1, so x equals 1 by 2. So the values of x are minus 2 by 3 and 1 by 2. So either minus 2 by 3 and 1 by 2 are the zeros of the given quadratic equation, or they are solution for the given quadratic equation.